With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attacked them early.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mayfield to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, Charles, you talk about this offense in this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Well, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. And what's the ball? 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. This is the tight end Fant. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
56. Check 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now ETN to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Second and 14. Throwing, Mayfield. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Peterson a first down and more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And how about this? It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Caleb Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Lawrence on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10.
Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first.
I know every head coach keeps one of those charts that says when to go for 2, when to go for 1 after a touchdown, about what point in the game and what the score is. Do they have one about when to fake a field goal? Because 4th and 10, if that chart it really does exist, it probably says don't do it.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 yards. That's usually when you see the fakes. 4th and 10. The element of surprise, and it worked.
Sometimes you take your chart, just tear it up, and go for it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They give it to Peterson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
for it with Peterson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Jones has it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. He's to the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates.
And that's caught inside the 30.
This is too easy right
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not again.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Breaks a tackle, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Catch is made by Metcalf. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot from Mayfield here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.